Well, hello and a very warm welcome back to the Andrew Eborn Show. I'm delighted to be joined again by the legendary broadcaster and radio laureate, Mike Reid. How you doing, Mike?
Morning. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good.
Good. Well, they say this is the day the music died. We lost Buddy Holly, 3rd of February, 1959. Talk to me about his importance in the music industry.
Oh, extraordinary. So what we forget was he was just a kid. He was 22 years old. We see him in the suit and the spectacles and the glasses and touring the world, Australia, UK, America, stack of hit records and written so many big songs. So those he didn't write, he made you feel that he did. He made them feel like his own. But he was 22 years old. And his inspiration down the years for everybody there, Don McLean, Springsteen, the Beatles, the Stones, you name it, absolutely, Everly Brothers, absolutely everybody. For this kid who wrote when he was like 18, 19, 20, 21, to inspire all these people is quite extraordinary. It really is something very, very special. And when the plane went down, of course, also there was Ritchie Valens. Now, Ritchie was 17 years old. And yet we still today think, oh, La Bamba, Donna, two great tracks. He was 17. Extraordinary. You've got to make your mark, you generally make your mark when you're a teenager in your 20s in the music business. But extraordinarily, Tom Moore made his chart debut when he was in his 100th year and topped the chart when he was 100. Most people have their peaks, maybe, if they're a sportsman or a politician or an athlete or whatever, in their 20s, 30s, maybe 40s, politician, maybe 50s, 60s. But to wait to your 100th year to top the chart and get knighted by the Queen and raise £40 million is the most extraordinary thing. And yeah, Buddy was an amazing influence on a lot of people and still is. I mean, I work with the Buddy Holly Educational Foundation. And I'm going to be doing Maria Elena. Buddy's wife is still alive, Maria Elena Holly. I'm going to be doing the book with her, and I'm doing a book for all the guitar recipients for the Buddy Holly Educational Foundation. What they've done is handmade a copy of Buddy's Gibson acoustic, and each one has a name. Each one has a special name, a leather tool casing on it. So I'm writing the book for all the people, talking to all the people that have been awarded one of these guitars, and it's amazing. And then a little while ago, I said, well, we're nearly there with the book, and they said, well, we've got a nice surprise for you. We're gonna make a guitar for you as well, which is wonderful.
Oh, fantastic! And just really sort of fitting tribute, if you like, from Buddy Holly, so young, lost on that tragic day on the 3rd of February 1959, to Captain Sir Tom Moore, as you say, the oldest person in history to get a #1 and a national inspiration. I mean, basically a sort of beacon of hope to people globally, wasn't he?
It's extraordinary. I mean, it's so centenarians can now think, hang on, wait a minute, maybe I'm going to have a #1 record. It is extraordinary for most of your accolades to come in your 100th year is, I mean, amazing, really. I mean, when you look at the people that have lived to that time, their peaks have come much earlier. Kirk Douglas, 103, Irving Berlin, 101, Vera Lynn topped the chart in either her late 90s or when she was 100, the albums chart, that is. So yeah, it is. You can keep going if you're a writer, you're a singer. You just luck of the draw, really. I mean, Kirk Douglas was very, very lucky because he nearly died in his early 40s because his neighbor Mike Todd, who was married to Elizabeth Taylor, said, "Do you want to come and meet the president with me?" I think it was Herbert Hoover, and Kirk Douglas' wife at the time said, "I've got a premonition. I don't think you should fly in that plane with Mike Todd." And of course, the plane famously went down. Mike Todd was killed a year after having done Around the World in 80 Days, directed that the year before. So Kirk Douglas could have been killed at 41 if he got on that plane, but lived to 103, thanks to his wife's premonition.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. And we always say it's never too late to be what you're going to be. You've penned, they call it the day the music died. You've penned some words about Buddy Holly. It's over to you.
Yes, let me find them first. They're here somewhere, I think. Yeah, it's always difficult writing about somebody and encapsulating somebody, but I wrote this for today for the radio. The day the music died, just 22, so much to do, just getting in his stride. So everyone stood in disbelief the day the music died. The Stones, the Beatles, many more were influenced, Springsteen too. by songs of love like True Love Ways, Every Day, and Peggy Sue. He played a Fender Stratocaster, was the cool king of Tex-Mex, sang Crying, Waiting, Hoping, made it hip to wear horn-rimmed specs. Listen to Me in Words of Love, so many million sellers. Rave On, A Brown-Eyed Handsome Man, the son of Lawrence and Ellers. Linda Ronstadt, Don McLean, and many, many more sang Buddy's That'll Be the Day. It doesn't matter anymore. Buddy Holly is a legend. That's why everybody cried on February the 3rd, 1959, the day the music died.
Mike Reid, thank you very much for joining us to celebrate the life of Buddy Holly and the incredible legacy that he left behind, the day the music died. For now, Mike, thanks for being our guest.
Thanks, Andrew. Thank you.
Bye-bye.